Now for the rip. It burns!
Welcome everybody to the Plumes of Hazard. As always, I'm your host, the Angstful Vapor. To my left is the lovely, talented Fu Baka, and right down there below me is the actual. Oh, he just went away. I was gonna say it was the actual Masters of Blasters, and then
Hang on, I'm messing with the settings. Sorry.
Yeah, no problem. But Massey just got a new camera, and he's toying with it at the moment. Let's see. Back to what we were talking about. Viking was asking about if Fu was doing his makeup, and Fu made me say what I said. By the way.
Oh what? No, no. You're ruining the joke now. You fucking fool.
I know. That's why I wanted to ruin it.
No, you were supposed to say that in chat.
I did say it in chat. I let it float for like 10 minutes, and then I ruined it.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
I didn't see it, and I was just like, he's not doing it.
Horror followed up with that, by the way, and said, actually, I resent that you casually mentioned my hardness for Fu. Yeah.
I don't need makeup. I am beautiful.
Yeah, boy.
Oh, he's in space.
Dude.
Gotta get the tail going, the rainbow.
You were more interesting when it was an ice cream freezer.
Oh, we can find an ice cream freezer.
Okay, so that's really funny. The Avathy just said, "I'm so jealous of Fu's beard. I've got way too much Indian in me. I can't grow one." And I was like, "Indian? Damn, that should be thick as shit." And like, oh, the other Indian. I got it mixed up. I immediately thought East Indian.
Oh.
Immediately
You're
thought.
jealous of this. This was me not keeping my mustache distinguished. This is what this is.
Right? Yeah, that's your mustache spreading across your face.
Tweezers.
Bits of your mom. It's like a Zoom meeting you want to be in. Yeah, that's right. That's exactly what it is, because all of us do this kind of junk all day, every day these days, and nobody wants to be in them, except for this one. This one's usually pretty fun.
I don't mind. I feel in my element when I'm on Zoom calls.
I hate it. I'm always cam down unless somebody asks me to. I'm like,
Yeah, same. But I love fucking with people if I can.
Sure.
It presents itself, and I'm just more. We're more versed at this shit than all these other normies.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm in the freezer now.
Wait,
yeah, he's in the walk-in.
Fuck, where's my phone?
That's so good. Way to go. Oh shit, where's my vapes? There it is.
I'm trying to find my phone. There's a photo that I would like to send you.
Oh, okay. Thought you were gonna
That you could use as a digital background. Unless I have it on my computer.
You're gonna be a dick butt.
So my beard is not off the charts if I let it grow. Like, it's okay, but it's nothing to write home about. It's not like these other two jokers in here that's got, a wool vest on their face.
A bush. The bush.
Yeah, that's right, Vids. It's my video's broken on my laptop. Yeah, my webcam's messed up. I don't know. I don't care.
there are some people that, like, they just will not leave you alone unless you're on video. Like, what is up? Why? Just get away.
Yeah.
No, I hate the people who will just do it. I
What'd you
literally
do?
set up my meeting because I'm usually the one starting it. I start it without video.
Right.
Oh yeah, yeah. They'll come in with video.
Unless it's somebody I know.
Yeah.
You know, and that's very few people at work that I'll voluntarily cam up for. But otherwise, it's like, yeah, well, I don't want to.
Yeah. You don't need to see the state of my office or my, unkempt shirt that I'm wearing. Like, if I show up to a business meeting wearing this, not so great. That's why I usually have a some sort of fleece or something to pull over if I have to cam
dress
up.
like you work from home, so
Right. Well, that's what I mean. So if I have to cam up, that's why I usually keep a shirt here that I can pull on so I don't look like a total.
like a fucking sleeveless dress shirt. You look like fucking Donkey Kong in your conference calls.
I hadn't considered that. That would be awfully humorous. Although it would just look like I need to be in the garage, right, working on a car, like a work shirt on with those sleeves.
No, like you remember IRS from WWF.
Yeah,
Masty remembers.
Yes, I am a meat popsicle.
I watched that the other day.
Oh, did you? I haven't seen it in years.
Yeah, it was on, and I watched it, and it was amazing.
What, does it stand up?
Of course it does.
Okay, good.
I mean,
I'm glad.
I watch it like once a year as it is at a minimum.
Well, he
Oh, do you?
sounds kind of low. Does he sound kind of low to you? when
Yeah, a
he's
little
talking?
bit. A little bit.
Yeah.
It's a lot better than it was when he first joined.
Yeah.
But you could. Viking says, "Such a chroma key to
This
black."
atomizer kind of sucks.
What?
This atomizer kind of sucks.
Nah.
Hmm?
Nah.
What? What do you mean, nah?
It doesn't suck. It's really good.
This one that I just built?
Mm-hmm.
Flavor's muted next to the top.
I will give you that. It is not quite, and it's not much different. I think you may need to tweak maybe your build or your wattage or something, or your wick. But I will agree with you that the BA is slightly less intense than the TA, but it builds easier, wicks easier, fills easier.
All right, here, let me
Build,
let me
wicks.
tell you what I got going on.
Bills.
Now, your build look good. Yeah, it looks pretty decent. By the way, you didn't tell the people what you had to do.
What do you mean?
You had to rebuild. You had to build a new atomizer.
Oh, yeah, so I don't have any glass for my Narta, so I built this Narba that I've had, and I burned my thumb building this. I burned it pretty good. Like, rolling the mesh hurt my thumb. But anyway, any Narba experts, feel free. Why Snowdrift does not taste as good on this atomizer.
Does it need some more heat? Need some more juice?
Watts,
How many?
31.
Well, that sounds like enough, but that's also a really beefy build you've got in there. Is that the same build you were running in the TA? Yeah, I don't think so. I think that build's too big. What's the resistance on it?
Oh, well, there was one more wrap on it.
Yeah.
I had to take half a wrap off. It's a 0.6 build.
I think that may be your problem.
What?
I think there's too much metal in it. I think the coil's too big. I think it may be messing up with your ramp. I know. I know you just got done building it and it hurt you. I'm just saying. There are certain builds that work well in certain atomizers, and I have found that with the BATA and even the other NAR products, they don't like too much metal.
Addy, I've been on the RDTA for years now. I've literally just been vaping. If I'm not using my Orion, I'm using what's it called?
The Narta?
Yeah, the Narta with Snowdrift in it. That's kind of been my driver for like
2 years.
now.
Yeah, like quite some time. You've been using that TA for a long time. Replaced the glass multiple times. That does happen to me occasionally as well, Vids. Vids says everything I build lately tastes like nothing. That I have had that periodically happen. That, you know, the Reddit always called it Vapor's tongue.
No, this ain't Vapor's tongue.
No,
Like,
I know
literally
that's not.
vaping. Yeah,
I was
I'm
talking
like
about
I
him.
was vaping on my Narta like an hour or two ago.
You can just call it Corona tongue now.
Yeah, it's
Right.
Corona. Yeah. Because I have found that over the years, because obviously I know a rail cracker real well, having gone through liters and liters of it. Every now and then I'll build it and it just same build, same resistance, same, you know, same everything, and it just doesn't taste good for a day or two, and then it gets back to being tasty afterwards.
Should I raise my coil some?
What's that?
Maybe I should raise my coil.
It wouldn't hurt. And if it doesn't improve, I really would recommend dropping another wrap off that thing. As much as that will be somewhat unpleasant, but you should be able to unscrew. You know, put a coiling rod through there, unscrew one thing, pull a loop off, put it back under, snip it. It won't be too bad.
It's a smidge better raising the coil, I think, because a proper amount of air can get under the coil.
Mm-hmm. For sure. For sure. What up, church? Festi does not lie. You may find that does leak a little bit more than the TA.
But yeah, I need to get some plastic for my Narta. That would be ideal. I remember I was going to order a plastic because I ordered China glass. The problem is the last one doesn't even fucking fit properly, but the other one did.
Was it too tall or is it too wide or narrow or something?
It was too narrow. It didn't even get around the deck, dude.
Mm.
And normally to get the glass off, you take the deck O-ring off.
Right.
And I had the deck O-ring off, and it still wouldn't go around.
Yeah, you can't really do much with that.
So the problem is, they have plastic tanks, but they're fucking Ultim.
Womp womp. So do be aware as you fiddle with that BA, though. It can leak a little bit more than the TA did if you're carrying it around.
Yeah, I don't take this out out anymore. When I go walk or I go drive,
Right.
I take this. This is strictly around the apartment.
Around the house, yeah. I do have some vaping related news.
Yeah. Smaller coil probably. This thing is not doing it for him. Just not going to vape.
What you got?
I'll pop it up here. So Festi very kindly linked this across to me last week, I think. And it's pretty bad news, boys and girls. Narmodz is going out of business as an online retailer, at least for the U.S.
Yep.
Who is?
Narmodz.
Oh, shit. Just as I was shitting on this Addy.
Yeah. It's Nareg basically said that the omnibus bill that they passed last month was full. I mean, just slam packed full of riders and earmarks and pork. And one of the things is going to make it basically impossible for small businesses to operate in the U.S. Yeah.
Yep.
So there's that. I wanted to make sure that everybody do see it. The Narba was the best of bunch. The DA was garbage, man. Oh, you are crazy, son.
Dude, you know how Brits are with NARS stuff.
It is a fussy build. It is a fussy build.
It's not even that bad. It really, I don't know. You built a Needed Mods product.
It was. I will go to the bat for it and say that it was difficult to build. Once you got the knack of it, it wasn't bad. But it took a few little tricks to get in there. But I still say the EA was hands down his best Addy. And the EA, I think after the EA is probably the CA, and then the DA. Like I really did like the progression that his Addies took, even though in the timeline of when he designed them, it's flopped. Like the DA was actually the newest one that he had designed when he released it, and he went back to the drawing board and pulled old stuff that he had built for the CA and EA. The EA is just, for me, and again, this is totally personal, right? But where I've settled in my vaping like preferences, the the EA's airflow, which is the tightest of all of them, is perfect for me. It's still a direct lung, but it's more restricted than either of the others, and it does so without having to close the airflow, which can make it whistle if it's not built and everything just right. And
It has a little bit of a whistle to it, regardless. It has its sound.
it has its sound, but the EA
Like-
doesn't make any noise, like not whistling
Like
noises.
when I've said this before. When I'm in the Discord, Colin's the only other one I know of that vapes a NAR product on the regular outside of us.
Yeah.
I know when it's him.
Yes.
When I hear his atomizer, I know it's a NAR atomizer. Like,
For
know
sure.
what I mean? It has its own sound.
It does. It does have its own sound.
It's a small price to pay. But if it's like straight whistling, like Seth got like a clone and he was vaping his.
Kind of like this whistle.
Woo woo.
He's like, I'm like, dude, fix your shit. He's like, it is fixed. I'm like, no, it's not. He's like, how do you know? I'm like, bro.
Hey, Inks,
Yeah.
did Nareg mention anything about repairs and all that other stuff? Are they still going to be able to do that?
I don't think he mentioned it specifically, but knowing NAR, it wouldn't be a problem if it had a problem.
Yeah.
Now, that said, the one NAR product that I've ever had that broke was my first EA. And the threads are borked. Actually, I don't think I've actually talked about this in the show, so hold on, let me pull up my camera stuff and I'll show you what happened. Ba-doo-ba-doo-boo-ba-doo-boo. Where the flip is the autofocus? There it is. See if this works. Focus. Ugh. Disgusting.
You know what? I'm just not gonna say manual focus anymore. Just not. Nobody.
Well, I tried doing the manual focus and it was being weird, but now I'm going to do it. I'm going to force it. So my threads, they still exist, but they're down to the nubs of the threads. This, I can actually push this onto an addy or onto a mod, which is no good, of course. Let me zoom back out. There we go. So that is the only NAR product I've ever had that had that happen to it. It's basically ground the peaks off of the threads, and it no longer reliably threads on a mod. And I don't know that it's not like something you can fix, right? I mean, that the 510 thread's part of the actual deck of the Addy. It's not like a replaceable part or anything, so I don't know how he would fix that. But I kind of want him to because it's my favorite atomizer.
You'd have to like weld material on and then
then recut the threads.
recut it. Yeah, that ain't happening.
We're gonna just give you a new atomizer.
Throw it in the trash.
Well, he'd have to build it, right? He'd have to like make a new run of EAs, which I don't think he's ever done. I think the EAs were.
He's got one laying around.
He might.
No, he's got a deck laying around.
He might.
No, he's an Addy maker. He's got a deck laying around.
Probably.
Come on.
This is Sean's. He actually sent it to me because he doesn't use it, and I was like, "Shit, it's my favorite Addy. Can you please send it to me?" He said, "Sure." So I've got Sean's. That's what I've been running the last few weeks. Now before that, I was after that thing, bit the bullet or bit the dust rather. I was using the Haku, the Vena, which is a very, very good atomizer. It's probably my second favorite after the EA. Oh, that's right. Quad was talking about he got a Caliburn. Have you tried that, Foo?
A caliber. Yeah.
It was a pod thing that came out a while back, and he says he really likes it.
Yeah, it was a big one. Apparently.
Yeah, I think a lot of people liked it.
Yeah, I may have tried one. I don't remember, but I heard good things about it.
Yeah, most of those guys were really liking it.
You can't beat this though, size wise.
Yeah, he said he really, really likes it. Vid says pods like the new Caliburn parts have the coils built in, not user replaceable, like in the States.
That's probably where we're headed.
Yeah. With the exception of that new evolved one, right?
Yeah, like coils for this may go away. Very much a possibility.
Right. Don't I remember Masty saying that when we were covering that evolve device? Don't I remember that the coils can be replaced outside of the tank?
I don't know.
Do you remember, Mast?
I think so.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking it did.
Oh.
Hmm.
This build was an excuse to use my snazzy wire cutters.
Actually, Anksy, that might not be right, because I know one of the selling points was that they tested each and every coil before sending it out.
Hmm.
And they put a QR code on it so you could see the QC test.
So what, did fucking Dogmods vape on each one and then washed it out and put it back in the packaging? Like, okay.
You gotta wash when you get it. You gotta wash the boogaloo off the drip tip.
Oh,
Yikes. Grimy, fucking greasy ass, man. But anyway, yeah. Hey, testing's testing.
Yeah, that's right. So I know they're not selling pre-filled pods though, right? You can fill with your own e-liquid, but
right.
Maybe it was the full tank and coil together. Maybe that was the case. I don't remember offhand. Caliburn is banging. Yeah, I got junk in my throat tonight. It's like I'm eating cheese or something. Cheese.
I feel bad. Like, I was at my sister's place last week. We drank half a bottle of wine, and neither of us had it in us to finish it. And I feel bad because I've been over a few times since, and I've just not felt like drinking wine.
Yeah,
I just haven't felt like drinking, and I hate letting wine sit.
Yeah, it sucks. I used to have one of those little the little plugs that you put in the top, and then it's got the little pump or reverse pump that you pull all the air out of it.
Yeah,
and it works pretty well.
Like, I have beer in the fridge. I bought beer the other day and I haven't touched it. So
yeah,
I can make a 6-pack last week's, man.
For sure. Then again, I haven't had a taste to have any booze in a while. Even scotch, even whiskey. Just haven't really felt like it. Then again, I haven't had a whole lot of opportunity either with boys hanging out. Like,
you haven't been drinking any Jesus juice?
Yeah. Like, I don't know. Like, for me, if I'm going out and having, hang out with the boys or whatever, yeah, sure, I'll definitely have some, have a couple drinks. But when it's just like quiet at home,
yeah, you just want to go to sleep.
Yeah, it's just whatever.
Drink some sweet tea, be happy.
Yeah.
Sing hallelujah.
Have a video card about it.
You want it, you got it.
Addie's asking where's Mother been. He has been quite ill for a while, like for weeks and weeks. So he has not been around here, but he's occasionally dipped into into our admin chat just to say hello, make sure he's not dead, which is good. But he's still recovering. He's on the road to recovery though. It's been on quite some time, and he's had a hard time with it. But we're looking forward to him coming back when he's feeling up to it. For sure. Mark, yeah, that's still my drink of choice. Is still an Aberlour or
Amber Lamps.
Amber Lamps.
Yeah. Bailey's and Christmas, no, that doesn't count. Yeah. One thing that I when it's hot out and I'm wanting something refreshing and I don't feel like a margarita, a gin and tonic is usually what I go with, right? When I want something cool and refreshing as opposed to something warm like whiskey.
That used to be my drink for a while.
What's that?
That used to be my drink for a while.
What, G&T? Yeah. So
gin
my
tonic slash gin martini.
My personal preference, I really like Hendrick's. If I'm gonna drink gin, I love Hendrick's.
Hendrick's is good.
It's more botanical and cucumbery than it is junipery, and I really, really like it. But I never buy it. I never buy it. I only get it when it's hot outside and I'm happen to want to drink at a bar. Yeah, Mark, I don't like the Isle of Isla stuff. When it's super peaty or super smoky, it's just not my preference. I like the Space Sides. I like Highlands. I even like Lowlands, but not the Isla stuff. Nope. I would rather drink nothing. I would rather have a Diet Coke if the only thing there is something super peaty.
Rather have a Diet Coke doesn't mean anything coming out.
I'd rather have water. I'd rather have anything than that.
You'd rather have cantaloupe juice.
I don't know if I'd go that far. Oh God, cantaloupe juice sounds horrific.
I don't know.
Is that even a thing?
I have no idea. I just thought of something that would repulse you.
Yes, you succeeded.
All right, dynamite.
Oh boy. Yeah, Hendrix with a slice of cucumber for a garnish for sure. Or a little lime though. I like Hendrix tonic, a little lime. It's good. It's good when it's hot outside. He got some great Space Side from Costco, but they stopped carrying it. Oh, I don't think I've ever bought. Wait, hold on. I don't think they even sell. No, they don't. This is Texas. That you can't buy booze from a normal store, like hard liquor. You can only buy wine and beer from normal stores like Costco or grocery stores and that kind of thing. You have to go to a liquor store, and granted, they're reasonably all over the place, but it is a separate establishment. And I'm not sure exactly what the rules are because they do sell, beer, wine, cokes, mixers, all that kind of other junk at the alcohol, the liquor store. But maybe you can't sell food. I don't know. I'm sure there's some arcane blue law, right? Like the other one that's here that I'm sure is in a lot of places, like dealership, like car dealerships can't be open on Sunday. Like it's illegal for them to be open 7 days a week. They have to be closed on Sunday. Yeah, it's kind of weird.
I hate the idea that they exist in the first place. So
yeah, no argument. And you know what? Some of that stuff, maybe
because that ever stopped anybody online,
right? I'm actually kind of stoked about it now that I think about it because now that Elon's moving or has moved here, maybe he'll continue to work on getting a Tesla out and actually be able to have a Tesla dealership, because so far that's not been their model, right? They don't do dealerships, which means they cannot have one in Texas and other states too that are the same way.
we got a showroom over here. I guess that's what they're calling it.
What's that?
We got a showroom over here.
Yes,
that's what they're calling it.
Yeah, you can have a showroom, but you cannot buy one from there.
Right.
You can only go and look, and yeah, they have those here as well. It's just one of those stupid old laws that are kind of left over from antiquity.
Stupid. Elon's like, I'm shooting a rocket right down the street. You can't buy my car.
You can't buy my car.
I'll just fucking shoot it out of my rocket.
I still want, like, intellectually, I want a Tesla, but there are still a few things that have really held me back from picking one up, and one of them is the quality control. Like, yeah. I hear horror stories all the time about like whole swaths of places getting missed by paint, panels not lining up and that kind of stuff. And when you're selling a $80,000 car, I expect the paint to be pretty much like immaculate, and all the panels better be perfect. Yeah. Yeah. He said he had a 40-year-old bottle of scotch. It was so peaty, I can't believe it didn't eat through the glass. Yeah. Yeah, I've had a few of those. And some guys really like it, and that's fine. That's not my palate. I have not developed a palate of something that tastes like you've put out a peat moss fire and then filtered out the dirt underneath it and then used that for the water or something. I don't know. It's I just can't do it. Doesn't taste good. And this is coming from a guy who loves a fire. I love sitting around a fire. I love playing with fires. building
like
fires,
drinking them, though.
but I don't like drinking them.
Yeah. Or eating them.
Or eating them, yeah. Or eating them. Dadgummit! My Mac went to sleep. Wake up! All right. Back. Yeah, that's right, Festy. The build quality has been, the guys that get the good ones, apparently they're great. But then there's a lot, significant number of people that don't get good ones, and nobody can work on them, right? There's more than a whiff of that old that John Deere problem, right, where everything just basically locks you into going back to the authorized dealers or whatever, where you don't really own your car, but your vehicle or your machine, but you're leasing it.
The advanced nature of a Tesla makes sense. What John Deere is doing, a little bit different.
Yeah, that's some bullshit right there.
Like they're making a simple product overly sophisticated to make you dependent on it. Like this is a fucking electric car that's going to drive you and all. Like,
yeah,
I feel a bit better not letting some tool be like, I made my own firmware for it. It's like you made self-driving firmware.
Hey, I'm smart.
It uses my Xbox One Connect
uses an Arduino.
video. Uses the Xbox One Connect video to do the real-time person catching thingy.
Yeah.
What?
It tracks your eyes and steers based on where your eyes are going.
Oh, God. Oh, my God, you just crashed your car into that lady's boobs. That'd be me.
There you go. There's problem number one. You can't sell it to a man.
Yeah.
Sir, you ran into a billboard with a strip club sign on it.
You ran into the Hooters.
They will sell you a radio knob. Yeah, and that's more what I'm talking about. Less the firmware, but even like simple repairs that a mechanic or even a person can do out of their garage.
Do you know what my hang up with Tesla is? All touch console, no volume knob.
Yes.
I need a fucking volume knob, okay?
There's very few things that need tactile like switches, and like the volume knob is one of them. Like I was
talking about that with Chuff, and Colin chimes in. I'm like, motherfucker, you don't drive. You don't have a you don't got an opinion at this table, right?
Right.
You don't know what doing this is while it's raining or something, or
right.
But
even so, I would argue volume knob as well as temperature control. Temperature control. Right. There's a couple things that you need to be able to do on the fly without looking. And
and you gotta do them quick.
Yeah, and you gotta do them quick.
And it's the knobs have gotten excellent because of the tactile feature of, like in my truck, there's the volume knob is easy to turn, and you can feel and then the AC is a little bit harder,
clackier.
So you don't just whack.
Yeah. I agree, and some of that stuff could be done with some switches, like on the steering wheel or something, or even hidden behind the steering wheel, right? As long as you've got something that you can tell, it doesn't have to be a knob on that big screen, but it has to be something that you can do without looking.
Oh God, do you remember the? I don't know if you had Blackberries, but you remember the Blackberry when they came out with the tactile touch that the screen actually pushed down? The Blackberry Storm.
Yeah.
Remember the Blackberry
I didn't
Storm?
have one, but I remember it coming out.
The screen actually pushed down. It was the weirdest fucking thing. But then when the Storm 2 came out and you got used to it, it was fucking butter. Because that's the first time they had taken the keyboard away from the Blackberry. The Storm was all screen.
Yeah.
But the whole screen pushed down. It was dope. And then you got the haptic feedback with the vibration when you did it.
Right.
Yeah, that's good shit.
And that, to your point, that was something I really liked about I think they stopped doing it in the 10. It may have been the 8 that they stopped doing it, is the 3D touch on iOS.
Right.
That 3D touch was something that sounded weird at first, but it was super inconsistently implemented across iOS.
Yeah, well, you know why they got rid of it? Because of fucking battery life.
The battery life?
Yeah.
I didn't know that was affecting the battery life so much.
Well, the more interaction you have to have with your screen as you're typing,
the
more you're going to be using battery. If you get any vibrations, the more you're going to be using your battery.
Mm-hmm.
So,
well, but you didn't use it that often. You just use it for drilling down into things, right? It was a deep touch, which I really liked. I thought it was a really good thing, but they implemented it terribly, and then they got rid of it, which is too bad.
They got rid of it. They're like, nobody's fucking using this shit.
Yeah.
Get rid of it.
And like the newer ones, like they still have something similar, and it's more haptic, like you're talking about, right? If you push down hard, it'll do something. But it does have a very subtle but significant little haptic bip when you do it. But
Yeah.
it's not the same. It's not the same. It took a while to get used to even the on screen, like to get directly on the lock screen to get directly to the flashlight or the camera. Like I've had to explain it to people that haven't used it. Like you can't just tap it. You have to tap and push. Like it's a different feel. You treat it like a button on the screen.
God damn it!
What?
I didn't get water.
Oh, you know what I didn't do, Fu? I didn't change the title to that second one that you suggested, which I really liked. Of the show, I mean. Oh, what was it? Oh crap! It's
a
hidden.
little better. I took a wrap off.
Oh, attaboy. Yeah, I think that'll help you a little bit. I feel like it will.
I gotta wait for my palate to clean a little more because I have so much like juice that I ate.
Yeah.
That tastes in my mouth.
Yeah, here's Patrick. We saved the GameStop. There it was.
Yeah.
I liked it.
I don't know. I don't think this will taste as good as the Narta. That's my summation.
No, I don't think it will either. I will agree that it's not
Like
quite
to a point
as good.
where I may just take this apart. Where it's just like it's offending me how subpar it was tasting earlier. Snowdrift. Yeah, this is not. I can taste it now. It's not doing it.
Give it a minute. If your
I know,
palate's
right?
flooded.
You just redid it.
I'm not getting that.
He's like, instant grab my
No, I'm not
Amazon
getting that
package
vanilla.
with
I'm
my
warming it
taste
up.
buds isn't
Warming
here
it up.
yet.
I'm not
The
getting the vanilla.
flavor is not here from Amazon
The
yet.
vanilla-
It must
the
have been
vanilla's not
delivered
here.
via USPS.
That's a 10.
I'm sorry, I don't like my flavor sitting in Opalaka. Fuck that shit.
The insider trading thing is what made me remember. I just updated the show name, by the way.
Yeah. Get your GameStops here.
Athlete's asking, does anybody know why the Smoker Show is only on Facebook tonight? No, I have no idea. I'm sorry. No clue.
People still do vape shows?
Yeah.
Everybody knows lifestyle style shows are the best.
Right. For real. To be honest, this is like the most messy my desk has been of vape shit in a while, so that's nice.
Yeah. Later, Marsky. Stay healthy, buddy.
Peace.
Festi said, hey, I think the BA and TA have the same tank.
They do. The tanks are the same size. It was more so where like the coil meets.
The eye.
Well, that distance is a little different. But yeah, the flavor is not there for me.
Keep tweaking. Futz with a little bit. I bet you'll figure it out. Because I do think it was close. At least it was with the e-liquid that I had in there.
Yeah, just like that super earthy punch with Snowdrift. I'm just not getting it. Like, I don't know how much better that part can get. That's why it's like I'm a bit concerned. I'm like, wow, I'm just not getting that.
Was it all icy?
It's like it tastes like everything, but it just tastes muted. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm not getting that vanilla. Warm it up. Warm it up.
I saw that go across the Discord the other day. I'm like, I haven't thought about that in a while.
That's what channeled me. But yeah.
or said I've abandoned the phrase "give me a minute" because I've had a few folks start to counting. Yeah, that was the standard joke that I got. I say, give me a sec or just a sec or something, and they go 1,000. Okay. Let me explain to you what a phrase, some slang means.
My brother would do if you told him to move from your spot on the couch, he'd go like this. He'd be like, yo, can you move?
What?
Moving. He's doing it in place. He's not physically moving.
Oh, when you told him to get out of there.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, can you move? He's like, bitch, move.
That's when you come in with the flying elbow, right?
No, he was much bigger than I was.
Oh, okay.
I gave him a...
Yeah, Masty's face keeps disappearing and it's freaking me out. That's what Quan says.
Sorry.
When you've been walking around, it's really funny. Your body stays, but your head disappears. It's really weird.
Wait, what? Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yeah, his head's so fucking big. It's too much to process.
It's not. I don't see it. I'm moving.
No, you're good now. It's not doing it at the moment, but as you've been pacing around it,
as you were going off cam, and sometimes when you cut across, it would cut out momentarily.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Headless.
Yeah, there it goes.
Oh shit. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's got too much processing power.
Yeah.
Needed.
I was entertained when you first set it up because you've got like a 1/2-inch gap across like between your thing and your and that was showing through for a while.
Guess we're gonna have to order some Ultim.
Hey, you do what you got to do.
Yeah, clearly I'm like the superior vape.
You know.
Put the Narba tank on the Narta. Would that fly?
That's what he was saying a minute ago. He thinks they're the same tank, so you should be able to throw it over. But he's not sure, so be careful.
We need to get Angsty like an Ultim Christmas ornament or something. Right in the trash.
Can you 3D print with Ultim or no?
Oh, I don't think so. That's nasty stuff.
Get yourself some Ultim filament.
I was actually talking to Ace when I sent him my free hands recently. He said that he was digging through something on his desk and he came up with the prototype Ultim that I had tested, and I sent it back with the black nitrile gloves in there. He said he got a good laugh out of that because he hadn't thought about it in years.
Nasty.
Speaking of which,
there's so many cool materials and just fucking end with Ultim. Like, why?
Yeah, I don't know.
Why you do that, huh?
And, I'm sure I know it's non-reactive. It's got a few of the properties that people are after, but still, there's other ones too that aren't piss yellow.
And remember when they were making the full billet boxes out of Ultim and all the mods that were 100% Ultim and all that?
So they were like people who bought Ultim billet boxes and then they bought the aftermarket billet doors made out of Ultim. So it was just like...
Yeah, it was Ultim on top of Ultim. Like a shit sandwich.
Thank Nintendo. Thank you, Nintendo, for never making an Ultim Game Boy. I got like the clear purple one, the Game Boy Color. That was dope.
That was dope.
But serious, like, imagine pulling that out at a restaurant or something. People are like, that looks like it's got piss in it.
Not even that, but you also see like all the electronics inside of it. And
yeah.
I mean, if you're at Chuck E. Cheese at like a kid's birthday party, cool.
You pull out your billet box at a kid's birthday party.
You might pull a single mom with it. I don't know.
Maybe,
but
I suppose. What's crap? What was the name of that show?
We saved GameStop, Patrick.
No, I was trying to remember the name of the show. So, Sean told me a while back that since I've always really enjoyed 30 Rock, he said that I should pull up and watch the Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, which was Tina Fey's next project, I guess, after that.
Yeah, my wife watches that.
So I went through and watched it, and I watched them all. I did not laugh as much as I laughed at 30 Rock. It was not as good.
Did 30 Rock have a laugh track?
I don't think so.
Okay. Yeah, I can't fucking do laugh track shows.
Yeah.
I can't. Nope.
They can be pretty brutal. I would agree.
Like everybody, I mean, so many people love fucking whichever one, fucking science one, and the laugh track, Big Bang Theory.
Big Bang Theory, yeah.
I can't do that.
I can't do that for a variety of reasons.
I just don't think they're funny.
No.
Like,
now when you're prompted to laugh, it's weird, right? It's like, here's where you laugh.
It's like a single, punchline. It's like, okay, it's not funny.
Yeah. I think that is certainly one of the reasons why I never liked that show. I also didn't like it because I never liked the way they portrayed geeks. Like everybody talks about how it's like the geek show, but it's
after season 2, 3, yeah. I'd say like the first few seasons are good actually. I was actually been watching it, first couple seasons, but after that it gets really bad.
Yeah,
it just ended.
I think that's when I watched it when it was well past the first couple seasons, and it's, I don't know, it felt like it was more making fun of people like that, which I somewhat identify with, than it was having fun with. Like, for example, I feel like the IT crowd is, not only does it poke fun a little bit at geeks, it also puts the positive side in there too, and it's hilarious, as opposed to that other show. Crap, and I always forget. I always want to say Third Rock from the Sun, but it's not that one. That's a different show completely. What is it again? Big Bang Theory.
Big Bang Theory. Yeah.
Oh, Vids, you live in Saskatchewan? I didn't know that. Later, Viking. Good to see you, buddy. All the Newfies moved to where? To here, to Western Canada? Or do you live in the middle? Quad?
I think Quad lives in Alberta. So West Central.
Yeah.
Western Canada, I believe.
Almost over to where AVE is, right? He's in BC, I think.
Yeah, do my nose hairs.
What are those? Those are some skinny pliers. Or are they tweezers?
No, they're pliers.
Oh yeah, those are some thin noses.
These are great.
I dig that.
Those look like the ones that were in the coil pack.
But no.
Oh no, they're not. Yeah. Nippix.
No, we did have something similar to that, but those noses were not as thin and not
as thin. Yeah.
Those are definitely look thin.
Yeah, those are way more useful than I thought they would be.
Yeah, Quad City's 100 kilometers from the BC border. Dude, if I lived over that way, I would totally be hunting down AVE just to go hang out with that guy, because he's got to be hilarious in person. Speaking of which, I finally caught up with him. I haven't watched him in like, I don't know how many months. And I finally caught up with all of him. I caught up with This Old Tony, which I would think would be Masty's like favorite channel. Have you ever watched This Old Tony?
Yeah.
Dude, I love that guy. He's full of dad jokes and he's smart as shit. But he's full of jokes too, and his editing is so awesome. And just the last couple of days, I happened to get a link that came up for this guy, the hand tool restoration guy. I bought these wrenches from a while back. I haven't watched him in quite some time either, and I totally pull him up. I've been watching some of his stuff for this last year as well. I don't use that thing very much, but it's always there. It's always there at the ready. I use it to hold on to some. I use it for some of my temporary cable management. I've got a couple cables that I keep draped over there sometimes.
Actually, you know what I use these for that I shouldn't have used these for the other week?
Nose hair puller.
No.
Ooh.
That's not under nose hair. That's under I should have used it for. But I had to take my video card apart. Or at least I had to take the heatsink off of it. I had to repaste it. And the fan headers. Bro, I like chipped 2 spudders trying to get them out.
Really?
They're really in there. They've never been out before. So I literally just grabbed them like this. Because I went in from the side.
Yeah.
Grabbed them and just wiggled them and then pulled them up. It was so fucking effortless. I'm looking at the 2 spudders I've ruined and I'm like,
damn it.
so yeah, I just went, you're not, for most often because you could like fuck up the heatsink or bend it or something.
Yeah.
So you just go just a little wiggle because these things grip really nicely. Just
little get going. I think the only Nipex things I've got are the cutters that Will sent 100 years ago. These are so good.
oh, they're clutch.
Big fan.
And then I have these other guys from them, a little not as
Ooh, little stubbies.
Yeah.
These are nice as well. But these are the best.
I bought some big boy duckbill, they call them, once.
Duckbill, so they're like big old wide ones?
Yep. Let's see. Is my tool? Oh, I took my tool bag out to my car. I don't have it here, but yeah.
When you turn around, I got a little shot of your garage. I think we have the same shot back.
Oh yeah, my blue one.
Yeah, the blue and gray one.
Yeah, that thing screams like a banshee, man.
It is loud.
It's like. I'm like, all right, it's good to go. But see, I run the yellow bags in mine.
What's that? I don't know what that is.
The yellow dust bags. It's super nice, dude.
Is that right?
Like you can suck up drywall dust. You can suck up fine sawdust, and then every so often I just open it up. It's nice and clean on the inside. I take the bag, throw it in the garbage, put a new bag on.
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
Huh.
I mean, the center filter you have to change out every so often, but yeah, it's so nice. I think the bags are like $8 or $10 for like 4 of them on Amazon, and they last, a long time.
That's not bad.
Vacuum bags in general have gotten so much better than when I was growing up.
I mean, drywall will screw up a vacuum in a minute, I'm sure, in a hurry. It's just so fine, right?
Yeah.
It gets everywhere. Okay, I think that's all I got to talk about tonight. Boys?
I'm good. My thumb hurts.
Here, I can share, let me share, hang on.
Yeah.
I gotta figure out how to do this, so.
I have ever so
One sec.
coiled divots.
There we go. He sounds quieter and quieter. Okay. There you go. You see it?
Yeah, there it is. It just popped up.
Printing that Triforce.
I was gonna say that looks like Zelda something or another. It is. It's it's the crest.
The crest. Yeah.
That's awesome.
C-Death printed one, and I was like, oh, I got a buddy of mine who is totally into Zelda shit, so I'm gonna print one for him in this awesome green, and drop it off to him at work.
Is what's the border there? It's got a wide border.
Yeah, that border on the outside, that's just showing you where the head is going to be traveling around.
Oh.
So yeah. And it kind of like, the strip on the right is the nozzle cleaning, and then it draws that border around it to kind of show you, hey, this is the perimeter that I'm going to need as I'm blasting around printing shit. So,
Yeah.
it's kind of nice to have when you might have other things on the bed and stuff like that.
Right,
So,
right. That's cool.
and it's not jumping around like you might see on the video. That's just a video lagging for a second.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But yep,
I am sure.
going right along.
Addy, I like that. He just said our vaping community is loving and a helpful place. Please reach out if you need somebody to talk to. I think that's a good thing to say, Addy. I appreciate saying that, and I agree. All right, everybody. Thank you for coming out tonight to the Plumes of Hazard, hanging out with us for a little while. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you guys stay safe and go find somebody to be kind to tonight. Deuces.
And find me some
Peace.
Narta.
find some Narda tanks. Latest.